like I said, I'm seeing my father in the casket, and I'm kind of sitting a couple rows back, and he's really dark. Like, he's really dark, like to the point where, like, the last time I saw him, I didn't even recognize him the last time I saw him. Like, the very last time I saw him, I remember I went in the room and I was like, oh, I'm looking for James, and he was kind of laid out, like unconscious, and I'm like, oh, that's not him. And I remember I went to somebody else, and I'm like, oh, this got to be my dad, because he kind of dark skinned, but he looked more like my dad than whoever that other dude was. And then, like, one of the nurses came back and they was like, oh, where you going? This is your dad. And I'm like, ooh, that's my dad. So, like, those cancer treatments, they are really, you know, fucked his skin tone all the way up. So, man, when we get to that funeral, I'm just continuously looking at him, and I'm just thinking, like, wow, he did all of that changing and becoming a Christian man off of this. That's what I'm thinking at this time when I'm watching my father be, you know, pretty much giving his sermon. And they're starting to allow people up on stage now to give their accounts, and every story is worse than the last, you know, because my father was a criminal. So the people who came to this are either past criminals, victims of his criminal activities, or his family. And every response is worse than the last. So you got some people who get on stage like, yeah, man, I can't believe my man, you know, M Dollar, I can't believe he died, you know what I'm saying, like this, you know what I'm saying, when we was in the streets, you know what I'm saying, we was doing our thing, we was making them chit chat with a blah blah, you know what I'm saying, anybody who came at us, we was like, do, you know what I'm saying, like, this is all on stage too, by the way. They telling their stories just like that. And he's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, we would just see somebody walking down the street and we'd be like, yo, let's rob them. And they like, yeah, let's get them. And then boom, you know, then we robbed them. And then, you know, that's how we ate for the day. And I remember, like, some of those jokes, and I'll never forget feeling so embarrassed, like secondhand embarrassment. Because it's like, wow, here's one of my father's friends giving his a testament about my father, and all of the stories that he's telling are some of the worst stories ever. And my wife's family is here, and she's here, and they're hearing all of these stories. So they don't know about my father, but they're hearing everything now. So they're hearing all of these different sides, and none of them paint them out to be the man that I've grown to know over this period of time.